Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Larksfoot Stitch. Be right back. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be working on the Larksfoot Stitch. But before we begin, I want to make sure you know exactly what you'll need. Any 3 of your favorite size 4 yarns, darning needle, embroidery scissors, and your favorite size 5 crochet hook. To make the Larksfoot Stitch, we will be working in multiples of 4 plus 1. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I will be making a swatch of 36 plus 1. But feel free to chain off as long as you would like for your individual project, as long as you remember multiples of 4 plus 1. So let's get started. We're going to start with a simple slip knot, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and do our chain. And if you're following along with me for a swatch, you're going to chain 36. Otherwise, just multiples of 4 plus 1. And meet me back at the end and I will show you what's next. So I'm here with my 36 chains and I'm now going to chain 1. Next, we're going to skip that first stitch here. As you can see, you're not going to go into this one or even this third one, but into the 4th stitch here, we're going to insert a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to insert our hook and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 on the hook. You'll yarn over and pull through 2 and yarn over and pull through 2. Then you're going to work another double crochet into the very next stitch. So you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Then you're going to chain 1, and then this next stitch here that you see, you're going to skip that one, and then you're going to work into the very next stitch that you see here. You're going to yarn over and you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And you're going to repeat in the next 2 stitches by adding 1 double crochet into each of these. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And then you're going to be completing this pattern all the way down. So as before, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to skip this stitch that's next, and then into the next stitch we're going to yarn over and insert our double crochet, like so. Yarn over into the next stitch and place a double crochet, yarn over into that 3rd stitch and place a double crochet. Then chain 1 and then skip 1, and then you're going to add a double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and work on that, and I will meet you at the end and show you what comes after. At the end of row 1, this is what we're going to be looking like, with our clusters of 3 double crochets that are each separated by a chain 1. So now let's continue by chaining 3 at the end. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and we're simply going to turn our work. Now, This chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So we're not going to work into this very first stitch here, okay? But what we are going to do is we're going to yarn over and we're going to insert our hook into the very next stitch and pull up a loop. And we're going to go ahead, pull through 2 and pull through 2 to work a double crochet. Then you're going to work another double crochet into the very next stitch, okay, as before. Then you see this chain 1 here, so that's our little reminder there to chain 1. And then we're going to work over these 3 double crochets. We're going to place a single double crochet over each of those, okay, like so. And I'll slow down a little bit. Okay, so we have this chain again, so we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, and pull up a loop. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And then for that final double crochet in that cluster, we're going to do the same by yarning over, and then we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Then we'll chain 1 as we've done. And I want you to complete that pattern all the way down until you reach the end, and then I will show you what comes next. At the end of row 2, like you see here, we have one final double crochet that we need to deal with, and it's very simple. You'll do what you've done before. You'll just yarn over and you'll insert your hook and you'll pull up a loop, and then you'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And then this is where you will add a color change. But really quickly, just so you can see, you see how that's stacking up? You see the double crochets on top of the double crochets? Perfect, okay? So now we're going to be ready to move on and add our color change. So when you're done working that second row, this is what your work will look like. And I've gone ahead and I've added my second color. So let's continue. I'm going to chain 3 and turn your work. Okay, remember that this chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So next, you're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, yarn over and insert your hook to create another double crochet right into that stitch. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to go underneath that first chain 1 you did in row 1, and you're going to pull up your yarn and continue your double crochet like that, okay? It's an elongated double crochet. Then you're going to yarn over, and into your next stitch, you're going to place a double crochet. Simple as that. Then next, chain 1, then you're going to skip the next stitch and place a double crochet. Hopefully you can see a pattern beginning to emerge, because next what we're going to do is repeat as we did before by yarning over and placing our elongated double crochet right over top of that first chain 1 space that we had here before. Then into the next stitch, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook so that we can complete another double crochet. Okay, so continue this pattern going all the way down, and I'll meet you in just a moment. To complete row 4, all you have to do is chain 3 at the end of the third row. You'll complete row 4 as you did row 2, simply by placing 1 double crochet over each double crochet and making sure that you have a chain 1 in between those clusters of 3 double crochets. At the end of that row, you're going to switch to your third color and chain 3. Your work will look like this at the end. At the end of row 4, this is what your work is going to look like. And I've gone ahead and I've added in my third color. So we'll go ahead and chain 3. Then we're going to turn our work, and this is where it can get temporarily a little bit interesting. We're just going to yarn over, and you see where that chain is? You're going to go ahead and place your elongated double crochet as per usual. And just to make sure that everything's neat and tidy, sometimes you might have to give it a little tug just to make sure that it's fitting on the rest of your work as normal, simply because there's not much to hold on to at the end when you're doing this row, okay? But after you've done that, everything should be fine. You're going to go ahead and you're going to insert a double crochet, and then you'll chain 1. Skip the next stitch, and then add a double crochet to the next. Okay, then another elongated double crochet, and then to the next stitch you're going to place a double crochet. So you can see that's pattern here. You're going to have a double crochet, an elongated double crochet, and a double crochet. That always will make the cluster that you will need. Chain 1, skip 1, then you're going to add a double crochet here. Whenever you see these chain 1 spaces, that means you're going to yarn over and you're going to do an elongated double crochet and place a double crochet into the next stitch, followed by a chain 1. Then you would skip 1, double crochet, elongated double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and so on and so forth, all the way to the end of your work. I'll meet you at the end. At the end of row 5, this is what our work is going to be looking like. Okay, and just to finish up this row, all you would do after you finish the elongated crochet here, you would simply yarn over, insert your hook, and place a final double crochet right there at the end like so. Then you would chain 3, turn your work, and just like you did in the previous rounds, that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. And so you're going to yarn over into the next stitch and place a double crochet, and into the next also. Then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to add a double crochet here, into the next you'll add a double crochet, and into the next you'll add a double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1 and place 3 double crochets into this cluster. And there's our third. Chain 1, always skipping that chain there, and add 3 double crochets to this cluster. And you're going to continue all the way to the end, and I'll meet you there. So at the end of row 6, this is what we're looking like. And I've gone ahead and I've slip stitched in my next color, which is simply a repeat of the first color we used. After which time you would just chain 3 and turn your work. Okay. Then what you're going to do is chain 1, and you're going to skip this stitch here because remember, this counts as a double crochet. So then you would just yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch and add a double crochet. Then you know what comes next because we see our chain 1s. We would simply place an elongated double crochet. Then into this stitch, we're going to yarn over and place a double crochet. Then a chain 1, and we would skip this next stitch. And into the very next stitch, we're going to place a double crochet. Yarn over with our elongated stitch, and place a double crochet there, and place a double crochet into the very next stitch. Okay, so you see the pattern continues, and you see that now this particular cluster we're working on is starting to match this one. Okay, so go ahead to the end and then I'll meet you. All right, so now you can see row 7's looking good. So we're just simply chain 3, remembering that chain 3 will count as a double crochet. We're going to chain 1 because we chained 1 here, and then we're going to place double crochets over all of our double crochets. Easy as can be. Chain 1, and then you're going to place double crochets over this cluster of 3 double crochets. See how we're working out now? It's easy. After a while, you won't even have to think about it. There's our second double crochet in that cluster, and here is our third. So there you have it. And from here, you would simply just keep going. You'd finish the row, and then you would repeat, 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 repeat. So finish that, and I'll be right back. So here you are at the end of row 8, looking great. And you can see that we've started to repeat our colors, and you can see that there's definitely a pattern here. You can see that this cluster here matches this one, and the next one you're about to do will match this one, okay? So it's just a repeat of rows 3 through 6, again and again and again and again and again, until you've reached the size that you want for your project. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. The Larksfoot Stitch is beautiful. It's something different. You don't see it very often, and you can use it for many, many, many different things. I hope that you find something that you can do with it that you will enjoy and treasure for years to come. And until next time, from my heart to your hooks, happy crocheting, friends.